Well, the transfer window is underway. We've had 3 games in 6 days, 4 games in 10 days, if you count the recent Champions League group stage game against FC Copenhagen. The guys are tired, I'm tired, and we've had a couple of results that reflect that. On the other hand, we've managed to crawl our way back into European football. My name's FM19, and this is the Palace March, episode 46. Well, I'll be the first person to admit, after beating Copenhagen 5-1, I was feeling really good about the team. And then we were home against Man United. I knew it was going to be a tough ask. Carroll and Eddie made that a lot tougher by getting sent off on a straight red in the 2nd minute. Shades of Vinnie Jones there, only a minute and 50 seconds too late. Alex Centellas, who is a recent signee, I'll show you him in just a minute here, scored an own goal in the 5th minute, and after that it was pretty much Katie bar the door. Man United took advantage of us. Lukaku, Lamar, Blas, and Dembele all had goals. Ricci scored a very nice goal in the 42nd minute, but frankly, they had 26 shots, 12 on target to our 6 and 5. We were a man down for freaking 88 minutes of the game. At best, we could have hoped for a draw. Literally, the game was lost 16 minutes in. What sucks even worse is that Linetti is my captain. I fined him 2 weeks, and something tells me he thought about pitching a fit, but he accepted it. He moved on. We bounced back 2 days later, literally 2 days later, with a 4-2 win against Wolves. I'm not going to call this a fully rotated side. We did sit a couple of guys I would consider full-time starters. As it turns out, Albi Najeti got off the scoring mark with goals in the 13th and 50th minutes. Gubbles continued his scoring streak with a goal in the 19th minute. Mayoral had a goal in the 70th minute. Neves had a 3rd-minute goal. Mario Balotelli had an 86th-minute goal. I kept expecting fireworks. I didn't get fireworks. Part of me feels I should be upset about that. This was a good game for us. Wolves had more shots, but not as many on target. We were just absolutely technically superb in front of the goal. 10 shots, 9 on target. We made their forwards look like complete idiots. Their defenders were just lost. I mean, the Neves goal was nice. I really thought after the Neves goal had scored, we were really in for battle, but Jetty and Gubble scored within 6 minutes of each other. Everybody on our team had a solid game. Well, we then followed that up with a 1-1 draw at home against Arsenal. Linetti came back from his suspension and got a 73rd minute goal to equalize the Aubameyang goal scored in the 65th minute. Arsenal was on the attack a lot of the game. They just could not put anything together. The defense toughened up at just the right time, broke up just enough attacks. Neka had several nice saves. We had 9 shots, 4 on target. They had 16 and 6. A draw is a result I'm not going to disagree with here in this case. And that leaves us, well, currently in 9th place. We were in 7th place until I actually clicked forward. We got a game in hand against most everybody except Man United and Man City. We are playing Newcastle in the FA Cup 4th round, and then we're turning around and playing them in a Premier League game. As you can see, Gubbles leads the league in goals. He is 3rd in ratings. He is 4th in players of the match. We're doing pretty well. And in better news, we're keeping him. A couple of teams made an offer for him. I think I mentioned this last episode. A couple teams made an offer for him. I said, hey, what's it going to take to keep you here? He said £105,000 a week. I said, here you go. Oddly enough, that's still £60,000 less a week than a Jetty is earning, which is interesting, to be honest with you. Transfers. Let's go there. Still have a decent amount of transfer budget to play with. £39 million, £34,000 of wage budget. That's definitely doable. Mathezino is possibly leaving to Randers. It depends on whether or not he gets a work permit. Callum Gribben, I'm almost positive I mentioned last episode because it's Callum Gribben. Why wouldn't you? Salim Mohammed is a youth player, as is Solly Minetti. Alex Centellas. With Udokai leaving and Mings being my primary defensive left back, I wasn't really happy. Mings has way too many hot and cold moments. He's very good or he's very bad. There's not a lot in between. I went out looking. Alex Centellas was the best left fullback available. He also plays a really good wing back, which could be interesting if I wanted to do some tactical tweaks. 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. 23 years old, comes to us from Valencia. Got him for £23 million, going up to £28 million based on appearance fees. A good signing for us. He and Mings will be splitting time the rest of the season, but I suspect Centelles will get the majority of the playing time. One of the things I'm happy with this year, and it's not shown in our results, is the fact that I actually have decent depth almost everywhere now. Rawl comes to us from Eupen. I think I may have gone over these guys last episode, but I really can't be bothered to look right now. It's been a long, long day, to be honest with you. I got started at 5 a.m. this morning. That's after it ended at midnight last night. So, Raul comes to us from Eupen. That's right. 2-star current ability, 4-star potential ability, depth on the defensive backline. Daniel Ezekiel is an 18-year-old potential. Well, I'm going to move him on for money down the road. He's this bad now, but he's moving up with all the training. I mean, he's like a star current ability, 4-star potential ability. I'll keep him here 3 years, if not more, and then move him on when he's 22, 23. Sergio Rico comes to us from Sevilla. I am not happy with my goalkeeper situation. Connor Ripley has been agitating for more playing time. I played him a couple cup games, and he was absolutely horrible. Sergio Rico was transfer listed by request. We got him for £1 million straight up from Sevilla. Turn around, he's already valued at £5 million. 2.5-star current ability, 2.5-star potential ability, 29 years old, backup keeper, is here on a backup contract, knows he's here on a backup contract. He's solid. I trust him in goal more than I trust Ripley. I think if something were to happen to NECA and Rico had to step in, he would do as well as, if not better than Vidal did for us a couple seasons ago. He's a very good keeper, and I'm happy to get him, especially for the money I got him on. And then Dejan Gruzinovsky is another one of those 18-year-old potential players who has been capped by the Macedonian team. I did not realize that when I signed him. Something to look at for the future. On the outs, there have been just 3. Chris Manning went on loan to Swindon. Ben Beachy went on loan to Yeovil. Jake Clark-Salter came to me, said he was unhappy with his playing time. I said, you're a valuable member of the team. I can't start you, but I guarantee you starts in the cups. And he said, that's not good enough. I want to leave. I said, okay, it's not. Let me click his profile, and I don't know why. There we go. He did have a couple of starts for us. I know he had a couple of starts for us. I can't tell if... let me go here. Crystal Palace. Yeah, 2 appearances. He had the 1 assist. Got him for £1 million from Sunderland. Sold him for 1.2. I'm okay with that. As long as I break even on moves like that, I'm okay. I can actually, and I could have stood losing a little bit of money for him too. So today we are facing Newcastle in the FA Cup 4th round game. We've broken our 3rd round curse this season. I'm going to set the best 11. We're going to come back with this match in just a bit. Well, Newcastle is in 19th place, so I'm going to play my stronger squad for the FA Cup game because I want to go as far as I can this year. We got to the semifinals last year. I'd like to see if we can't make it to the finals this year. We're turning around. We're playing Newcastle in 3 days. I've got enough depth that I can switch out a lot of these players and still keep them healthy and still compete with Newcastle. So that's what we're going to do. Today, we have Neca in goal, Centelles, Kamara, Mepham, and Sablik as the defensive back 4, Fagner, Tonali, and Benasser as the midfield 3, Gubbles, Ajeti, and Mayoral up top as the strikers. Yeah, Linetti getting sent off on a straight red in the 2nd minute. And I can't tell how bad a foul it was on the replays. I mean, he obviously fouled the guy. He did it, the ref was fairly close by. I think that's the earliest I've ever seen a player sent off, at least on my squad. I'm reasonably sure there have been other times where other players have been sent off earlier. What we haven't seen is any first half action here. 30 minutes in, we've had 3 shots, 1 on target. They've had 4 shots, 2 on target. And speak, and the highlight will appear. Spinoza loses the ball. Sablik lumps it forward to Gubbles. Cross it. Oh, come on. I know he scored a lot of goals, but he scored a lot of goals because, you know, the goal is open. In that case, it wasn't. Fagner out to Tonali. Back to Fagner. Into Mayoral, and he heads it in. Oh, I'm glad he is back. He came back from that broken leg, and he has been on form ever since. That was a very 1980s Coleco-esque jump header. Let's see if we can increase this here real quick. Yeah, there we go. Yorfa to Richie, to Olmo. Across the field to Spinazzola. Vitolo out to Sao, to Spinazzola. Up to Del Monte, and he catches the far post in for the goal. It was a nice goal. Olmo, driving towards the center, taps it back to Sao, up to Vitolo, over to Olmo. He drives forward, and he puts it past Neka. That was a hell of a shot. Our third round curse better not become a fourth round curse. It's quite the acrobatic dive. Okay, boys. Here comes the halftime bollocking. Well, they've had more shots, they've had one more on target, and they've had a decent possession advantage. So it's no wonder they're ahead. Two very nice, very well-struck goals. My forwards are all on 6-3s, it seems. Spinazzola out to Richie all alone. Off the post. Neka can't control it. Kamara knocks it out of bounds. Richie is coming out for a jetty and switching spots with Gubbles. Tonali's going to come off. Gribben's going to come on. I'm retraining him as a deep line playmaker. It's going really well, actually. He's really improved there. And then, honestly, that's more just to keep Tonali healthy than anything else. We're going to leave him on. We're going to bring Pereira on. He normally doesn't play because he is on a youth work permit. But you know what? Cup game. 5 minutes left. Give or take a few seconds. On the very attacking. Sure, 90 minutes in, you want me to close those guys down, Orlando. It's a big reason why I'm considering not renewing your contract. Only 2 minutes of extra time. Fagner to Benasser. Oh, he tries sliding it up to Mayoral. Spinazzola got in the way. Up to Sao, who's holding it. Back to Spinazzola. Spinazzola. Ghana back to Sao. To Zola. Back to Vitolo. They're just holding onto the ball. Zola. Sao. Zola. Blasting damn. Well, not the way I wanted that to end. What did I tell the board we get to this year? Disappointing collapse is right. We are going to come back for Lazio. First game is at home against... First game of this particular knockout round is home, which should do well for us. Sebastiano Monza has 9 goals for them. Okay, I can see that. It's going to be a good challenge for us. And we've lost 2 of our last 4 here as well. Luckily, Newcastle, Huddersfield. Well, you know what? Let's take a look real quick. Newcastle, Huddersfield, Everton, Newcastle, Huddersfield, Everton, Burnley, and Watford. So our next 5 games, 3 of them are against teams that are bottom of the league. we've got to get at least 10 points out of this. Otherwise, we are really, really scrambling. And we are on the outside looking in again. European football is still a possibility. We need to get better, and we need to do it soon. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave them down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. Any more moves you think I can make at the transfer window? Let me know. I'd appreciate it. I think I'm okay, but, second, third, fifth opinions are always nice. My name is FM19, and I thank you for watching.